Hello, my name is Taylor Harrington, and I'm a relationship manager with CAF America. CAF America is HCLTech's due diligence and grant-making partner for the Climate Action Grant. And today we will be going through a quick demo on how to complete the application. So on the top right of the HCLTech website, you will see a button that says sign in. If you have not already registered an account, please click this register button at the bottom right. Some of the information that you fill out here will be the only time that you can complete this information, so please be sure that you are filling it out correctly. Once done, please hit create account, and this will send you some email instructions to officially register the account. From there, you can go back and log in, and this will bring you to your dashboard where you can see all of the information that you still need to submit for the application. It'll be color-coded, so as things are still pending or only saved, it'll be red or yellow. As you submit each page, it'll turn green. Now, I would recommend that you save information at the bottom of each page as you fill out or update information. If not, your information will not be saved. We also ask that you only fill out one application per project. An organization can deliver 2 or more applications for different projects, but each individual project should have its own application. Now, as we go through the application, again, please hit save or submit at the bottom of each page. So on the profile page, you will input any information on projects implemented in the last 3 years, along with information on your board of directors, the number of employee or contractors in your organization. You'll upload a organizational chart of your organization, financial and budget information, as well as audited financial statements and the organization budget from the last fiscal year. Next, you'll go into details about the organization. Again, you can see that some of this information has already been pre-filled when you completed that initial registration. But here you will include information about the type of organization that you are, if you have tax exemptions, your legal address and contact information. And again, you can be an international organization with registrations in multiple countries and or be headquartered outside of the geographies listed for this grant program, but the information listed within this application must reflect a local registration. Next, your project abstract. So please include both general and geographical information about the project, the problems that you aim to address, the objectives, the approach and impact of the project. You will also have a spot to upload any press releases from the project, as well as an introductory video, no longer than 1.5 minutes, describing what your project is doing, and you can include a picture that best describes the project. Next, you'll go into the project overview. So this will go through what status your project is currently in, if you have any key partners that you are collaborating with on the project. Next, you'll go into direct and indirect beneficiaries, as well as the ecological footprint of your project. You will also have the ability to select any and all SDGs that your project backs into. Please also click any and all global climate related frameworks that your project applies to. And then here as well, you will have an opportunity to describe how your program is engaging with the local communities. On the next page for project implementation, we will kindly ask that you download and then re-upload both of these documents with information filled out about your project. And then please include any information about similar work that you've completed previously. Next, we'll go into project sustainability. So replicability is really important for this grant program. We suggest you think about how it is replicated in other communities and/or countries. Please outline any risks, challenges, or mitigation strategies and assumptions about your project. And then if your organization needs to be involved in the project long-term, please describe that involvement and/or describe how your organization would transition ownership of the project over to a different group. Next, you'll talk about the team structure for the project. So please indicate the number of employees, contractors, and volunteers working on the project, and the roles and responsibilities of each person. You will also optionally have the opportunity to upload a profile of the team leader. On this next page, please go into any innovations or technology relating to the program. These could be tools, platforms, or software for the project, and then describe how they will benefit the project. This can also be technologies that would be used to help analyze the impact that your project is having. You can also include any innovative approaches or strategies for the project that are non-technological. And then finally, if your organization plans to use any grant funds for infrastructure work, that includes buildings, machinery, or equipment, please include that information here. Next, please describe if you will be utilizing any partners to help implement the project. If there is a plan to partner with another organization, describe both your role and how those partnerships will be formalized, whether that's a contract, formal agreement, or memorandum of understanding. Also, if you're working with a local Indigenous community, you can include that information here. The winner of the grant program will receive $500,000, and the two runner-ups will receive $250,000 each. We kindly request that any budget you upload here is for the $500,000 potential total. So you'll download this template, fill in the expenses, and then re-upload it here. And then please also outline any predetermined financial management processes to ensure diligent monitoring and careful management of the grant disbursement. Finally, you will come to a page to upload any additional documents. Once again, you can be an international organization with registrations in multiple countries and/or be headquartered outside of these geographies, but you must present financials and a certificate of incorporation that shows you're legally operating in the area where you are implementing your project. You will then download, fill out, and re-upload this declaration form. And then please ensure that any of these documents that have an asterisk on them are indeed filled out on the appropriate page. Once all that is filled out, you can hit the submit button. This is what I was talking about earlier with the save and submit. So we will hit that. And then you can see that your application has been submitted. And you can return to the organization's profile page at the end to ensure that everything has been submitted. Here's a spot to download a PDF version of your application just so that you have it on hand. Please note that you cannot edit the application once you have turned it in. If you want to come back and view your responses again, we suggest that you hit the save button so that you can go back to them. Once you hit submit, that is it. And that is it for the application as well. If you have any questions, we encourage you to reach out using this contact form, and we wish you the best of luck.